everyone. We're going to be picking up with butterfly soup, and right where we left off, we are playing as Noelle now in 3rd grade, and my laptop did crash. This seems to be a new, fun, consistent thing, but if it crashes again, I'll probably just hold off on recording for a little bit. Maybe. We'll see. I really love this game. So let's get into it. Problem 1. Ooh, a bunch of numbers. This is sometimes how math feels to me as well, so I relate. What is this? I can't read the test paper. Problem 1. I'm guessing -3 because I'm guessing -3. Problem 2. Oh. I don't know anything. I don't understand any of this. I'm going to fail. All my hard work up until now was for nothing. Wake up. What? Wake up. Dia looks very concerned. I had a nightmare. Ugh, that was silly. It wasn't even real. Sorry, feel better. She presents Noelle with a poorly wrapped, lumpy gift almost as big as she is. Happy birthday! Despite Dia's best efforts, several spots of the gift aren't properly covered with wrapping paper, and Noelle can clearly see what's inside. I appreciate your kindness. Apologies for the noise. My cats are fighting, if you can hear the loud thumping noises. They're fighting behind me. I appreciate your kindness. May I open it here? Dia nods eagerly. Noelle unwraps the present and pretends to be shocked by its contents. It's a giant bright green snake plush. His name is Snakey. Look how he's striped. Noelle looks. Indeed, he's striped. He's the youngest. He has 2 older brothers and a sister. You bought this for me? I won him from the hammer game at the fair. Hit the hammer really hard. I chose him because he reminds me of you. He reminds me of her of me how? I don't even like snakes, and stuffed animals are a useless waste of space. That is not true. Stuffed animals are adorable, and they bring joy. Yet against all logic, a lump forms in Noelle's throat, impossible to swallow. Noelle quickly stamps down all stupid emotions and focuses on organizing her thoughts. Thank you. He is green, soft, and at least 5 feet long. I will place him in my bedroom and preserve him in mint condition for as long as possible. She looks happy. A warm and fuzzy feeling swells in Noelle's chest. You're my favorite person. I think I may have developed some kind of attachment to you as well. We should go on vacation together someday when we grow up. Would be fun. That would be fun. I would accompany you with only mild complaining. Where? Maybe England. Can go to Diagon Al... Noelle watches Dia's face drop as she silently goes through the 5 stages of grief, remembering most of the locations in Harry Potter's aren't real. We can at least see platform 9 3/4. They put a plaque of it at King's Cross. Okay. What else do you want to see in England? All-you-can-eat buffet. They have those here too. It's so simple to make you happy. If everyone thought like you, there would be no wars. Dia doesn't appear to know how to respond to this. She just looks away and smiles shyly. If we run out of things to do in England, we can always watch TV in our hotel room. No, you complain too much when there aren't scientifically correct. Like when radioactive things cause superpowers. You get so hung up on it, it's distracting. Distracting how? Distracting like... Noelle watching a movie in class last week. Hush, hush, hush. This is not scientific. He can't do that. That's not how nuclear physics works. No. Hush. We can watch an educational nature documentary then, like Planet Earth. I don't like the part where the baby elephant follows its mom's tracks the wrong way. We can skip the part where the baby elephant follows its mom's tracks the wrong way. Suddenly, Dia starts climbing off the playground structure. Just remembered. Actually, Dia had been preparing to say this for the past 15 minutes. Want you to meet someone. I made a new friend yesterday. Really? Who? Min. Min? Is that a boy or a girl? Not sure. How can you not be sure? Didn't you meet? It was hard to tell. You'll see what I mean. I will. When you become best friends. When you become friends. Min is really nice. Gave me a seaweed sheet. I've never seen you this excited over someone before. They must really be something. Dia looks like she agrees. This must be him, her. Instead of introducing them, Dia is just happily standing there in silence. The other girl circles around Noelle, sizing her up. Her face darkens as when she sees the snake plushie Dia gave her. So you're Dia's best friend. You, giraffe? What? I'll fight you. Excuse me? There can only be one of us. So we have to duel. I'll beat you in hand-to-hand combat. What? No. Starting in 3, 2, 1. I already said no. What was that all about? What a jerk. What does Dia see in someone that dumb? I don't understand. I'm home. What did you get on the math test? An A-. An A-? Why not an A? Noelle's mom is cutting a column out of the Chinese newspaper. Look at this article. This boy was accepted into every single Ivy League college. He lives in Pleasanton? He lives in a town. If he can do it, why can't you? I'm putting this on your wall to inspire you. She gets up and tapes it up in Noelle's bedroom next to a poem her dad printed out. There is no success without hardship. Can I go to the park with Dia this Saturday? What for? We're Apparently I can't speak today. We're taking a walk around the lake. There's also a Petco nearby. She wants to look at the fish and hamsters. Will Dia still be your friend if you say no? Yes, but I want to... Then there's no point. Now that you've already established your friendship, you should be expanding the minimum amount of energy. You should be expending the minimum amount of energy to maintain it. Otherwise, you're just wasting your limited time. Fun is an illusion. Don't be controlled by your emotions. But I'm free this Saturday. Chinese school is on break. You can use it to study for your tests at school. I already studied for them. All of them? I finished reading all my textbooks already twice. Did you do all the practice problems? I did all the practice problems. Haha, take that. There's nothing that could possibly be left for me to do. I'll buy next year's textbooks so you can get started on those then. Aw, the snake plushie. Upset, Noelle curls up in bed, angrily hugging her giant snake plushie. Read next year's textbook. The Fox and the Grapes. A hungry fox saw a fine bunch of grapes hanging from a vine. He did his best to reach them by jumping as high as he could into the air. But it was all in vain, for they were just out of his reach. So he gave up trying and walked away with an air of dignity and unconcern, remarking, I thought those grapes were ripe, but I see now they are quite sour. Reading comprehension question. 1. Why didn't the fox eat the grapes? He couldn't reach them. Through the window, Noelle can hear someone whiffing a badminton racket outside. Sorry! It's okay. It sounds like they're playing badminton in the driveway without a net. They're probably the dumb kids in the dumb kids class. What does it was all in vain mean? It was useless. No! Oh my gosh, did you see that? They're both laughing. Dumb hooligans wasting their time. Having fun? Ha! I'm above such petty unnecessities. They'll regret it when they're working at McDonald's someday. I hate sports anyway. I'm the real winner here. What's the message of the story? It's easy to despise what you cannot have. 9th grade. Noelle, you're up to bat. Noelle grudgingly steps up to the plate. I hate sports. Why am I here? Akarsha is pitching. She raises her eyebrows at Noelle as she winds up. Wake up. What? Wake up, Frenchman. You're in a coma. I am not. You are trying to confuse me and failing. Akarsha pitches the ball. Swing the bat. With sheer luck, Noelle manages to hit the ball. It pops straight up. Noelle runs for the first base with the agility of an old man with 2 broken legs. I got it. Krista catches it in her mitt. The runner already on first base gives Noelle a strange look when she runs up to it. Noelle, you're out. Stop running, it's embarrassing. What? Why? She caught it, genius. But so, why can't I run? How come the runner on first isn't out? The rules of this game are really incomprehensible. It's okay, nice try. I don't need praise for failing, I'm not stupid. Noelle grabs a mitt and joins Dia and the others on the field. We're taking turns batting. Everyone who isn't batting or a runner is defending on the field. It feels odd to be doing this. I keep half expecting someone to holler at me to get off. Suddenly, Dia swerves back to avoid a bee flying at her face. Did that bee just try to sting you? Come back here, you! Bee, coward, I'm going to hurt you! Min moves indignantly between Dia and the bee. She's trying to protect Dia from the bee. Min throws a punch at the offending bee. After silently watching a few fruitless swings, Dia takes off her hat and strikes the bee in midair with the bill of her cap. It falls to the ground. Not alive anymore. Min beams at her with pure adoration in her eyes. When did you move back? About 2 weeks ago. Wow, if we had had any classes together, we'd have crossed paths way sooner. Does Junseo go here now too? No, he's at a different school. He goes to Niles. That's an easier, less Asian school. Why would your parents put you in different schools? They didn't. I originally went there too, but I got expelled. Expelled? How was Florida? You're not going to ask about the expelled part? Horrible. They don't have boba places there. I had to drink milkshakes. That's crazy. And everyone was white? Are white people that bad? They do things like pull their eyes into slits and go ching chong ting tong. Wow, that's racist as all get out. Or go back to China. I'm not even Chinese. I had to go get so good at beating people up. What the heck? That sounds like a cartoon. I thought racism was over. Racism, sadly, is not over, but should be over. Me too! But they showed us that cartoon every year in class where they time traveled to when there was segregation. What happened? Beats me. The next batter strikes out. Liz, who's acting as the catcher, returns the ball to Akarsha. Akarsha fumbles it and drops it on the mound. Everyone watches disapprovingly as she scrambles to pick it back up. That was an illusion. A trick of the light. No, we clearly saw you mess up. It's Dia's turn at bat now. Dia hits the pitch with a downright scary amount of force. The ball shoots over everyone's head and lands in a tree in the distance, causing several startled crows to flap out. Yeah! Whose side are you on? We're supposed to be on defense. Okay, but you have to admit, that was sick. Nice one, Dia. It's Min's turn at the plate now. She immediately grabs the heaviest bat they have. Minsu, are you sure you want to use that? We have other bats that are closer to your... This one is fine. She hasn't even tried the other ones. But in general, people your size should use the 31-inch. No, I'm not some weakling. On the mound, Akarsha paces back and forth as Min squares up in the batter's box. Are you trying to psych me out? I bet you can't eat 5 crayons. Oh yeah, I bet I can. No eating crayons while the club is in session, please. Actually, Noelle, how about you try pitching now? It's been a while since we switched. Me? Noelle switches places with Akarsha on the mound. Bring it, you weak person. What are you insulting me for? We're on the same side now. No, we're not. What the heck are you talking about? Don't baseball pitchers pitch to their own team? No. Everyone is shooting Noelle appalled looks. No, you pitch against the enemy. It's the pitcher's goal not to let the batter get on base. Oh, I see. So that's why they pitch at such high velocity. So it's harder for the batter to hit a touchdown. Noelle, have you never watched a baseball game before? Can you even name a single baseball team? Aren't the 49ers football team? Let's go with the Sharks. I don't really watch sports either, so this is a fun game. The Sharks. Crystal looks like she's about to cry. I have a feeling none of those were actual baseball teams. Well, that's a hockey team. Is it? Well, how am I supposed to know? They're all pretty much the same. They are not the same. I know that. Min squares up in the batter's box. Throw the ball. Noelle throws the ball at her with all her might. It plops back down into the grass, not even halfway to Min. What was that? That throw was so soft. Nobody ordered ice cream, Noelle. Get it together. Alright, I get it. I guess we'll count that as a ball. What? You didn't throw it through the strike zone. If you miss, it's a ball. If you throw 4 balls before the batter strikes out, the batter goes to first base for free. Where is the strike zone exactly? Ooh, this is a cool little image. I'm learning about baseball too. It starts at the midpoint between the top of the batter's shoulders and the top of their pants. The bottom line is a line at the hollow beneath the kneecap. What happens if you're wearing a skirt? Does it default to the nearest pair of pants you own? You have to be wearing proper uniform pants to play official games. There's rules about that. If we want to throw the game, but in a subtle way, all we have to do is pull all our pants up really high. Like up to our armpits. That's not subtle at all. Assuming we play the regular way, don't short people just naturally have smaller batting zones? Since their bodies are smaller? Yeah, it takes more precision to strike them out. By the way, the measurements are based on the batter's stance, not while they're standing straight up. Knowing that, can't we just reduce the batting zone's volume to 0 by squatting down? That way, any pitch they throw becomes a ball. I don't know if there's a rule against that, but if you do anything too weird, it'll be considered poor sportsmanship. If it feels like the other people aren't playing fair, it won't be fun anymore. The umpire will probably stop you too. Whenever something's not explicitly outlined in the rules, it's his call. Okay, are we done explaining now? Can we play baseball? Sure, I think we covered all the bases. Get it? Ugh. Let's laugh politely. Haha. Krista seems delighted that Noelle is laughing at her joke. Good. We had to make it crystal clear. I better pitch the ball before she says more. Let's throw the ball. Noelle hurls the ball with all her might. It plops down in the grass in the exact same spot as last time. Dia raises her hand and looks at Krista expectantly, like she's waiting to be called on. Yes, you can just talk, you don't have to do that. Noelle doesn't have enough upper body strength to throw it that far. That's the problem. No matter what position she plays, she's gonna have to throw it far at some point. Well, good thing I'm not joining this club then. Problem solved. Alright, whatever, I'll pitch for now. Noelle hands the ball to Krissa and joins Akarsha and Dia back on the field. As Noelle jogs up to them, Akarsha plucks a dandelion from the grass and presents it to her. If you were a flower, you'd be a dandelion. This is literally a weed. Akarsha tries to blow the dandelion seeds into Noelle's eyes. Stop that! Min smacks Chris's pitch into the ground and takes off running. Dia tears after it with a look of a dog chasing a squirrel. She scoops it up and throws it to Akarsha, who's manning first base now. I got it! Akarsha tries to catch it, but ends up knocking the ball away with the tip of her glove. Akarsha, you need to work on your catches. Huh? Why? You dropped the ball. What? That wasn't me. That was totally you, everyone saw. Incredible, that must be my lookalike from another dimension. You briefly glimpsed at a parallel dimension where Akarsha didn't catch the ball. But now you've crossed back over to the reality where I did catch it. That explains the memory discrepancy. It's the only logical explanation. Or you messed up and just won't admit it. Min manages to round the bases and score thanks to Akarsha's mistake. Akarsha, you're up to bat. I'm ready! Akarsha twirls the bat behind her back, squats down for no reason, and hops several times like a frog before sprinting back up in a dramatic pose. Is she going to do that every single time she goes up to bat? Knowing her, yes. My signature. You don't need a signature. Watch out. Huh? Akarsha batted a ball straight at Noelle. Noelle flails her arms in a panic attempt to catch the ball. She misses it. Krista rushes in front of Noelle and catches the ball. Thanks? No problem. Oops. That was... Ghost? It wasn't a ghost! It's Min's turn to pitch now. Krista hands the ball to her and heads over to the plate to bat. Whenever you're ready. The fielders are all backing up. Krista is even taller than Dia, so she looks like she could hit it pretty far. Min clutches the ball in a claw-like grip. She brings her arm back and then forward hard over the top and lets go. As the ball approaches the plate, it does a little hop, then like a hiccup. Krista looks weirded out. She doesn't swing. The flutter is just enough to throw Liz off. The ball glances off the side of her glove and bounces off her kneecap. What the? It's kind of creepy, isn't it, seeing the ball coming at you without spinning? Yeah, it was, like, just floating at me. I couldn't tell the difference. It looked normal to me. Liz returns the ball to Min. Min clutches it in the same messed up looking grip, rears up, and lets another pitch go. Krista misses it by a foot. It's a pitch you couldn't hit with a tennis racket. Liz has to twist in a weird angle to stop the ball in the dirt. A knuckleball, huh? What's that? It's a rare pitch thrown by with nearly no spin, so its path is unpredictable. Oh, I get it. You're making this up as an excuse for why you missed. I'm not making it up. It operates on the same principle as a float serve in volleyball. Or a knuckleball in soccer, if you know that. No, I don't know either of those. Okay, so when you pitch the ball normally, it spins like crazy, somewhere around 10 times on the way to the plate. Spin is what gives the ball stability as it moves. If you can learn to throw a ball with a minimal spin, its instability will give it an unpredictable trajectory. It starts behaving like a chaotic system like the weather. And that's great because a lot of sports mastery is just recognizing situations. Everyone says to keep your eye on the ball, but it's actually impossible to do that due to the limitations of human reaction. With good hitters, what good hitters actually do is anticipate the ball's flight path based on cues they recognize from being in similar situations before in the past. In other words, they don't see the ball, they just guess its trajectory. Ah, but they can do that. They can't do that against a knuckleball. That's right, a knuckler's trajectory is drastically different each time it's pitched. So no matter how good you are, there's no way to reliably hit it. Thrown correctly, it moves so erratically that it's impossible to hit except through sheer luck. I still can't tell if you're making this up as an excuse for why you suck. No, it's real. But you couldn't catch it, so it's also a convenient excuse for you. And if it is real, then why doesn't everyone use it? It sounds practically game-breaking. Well, for one, knuckleballs are one of the hardest pitches to throw in baseball, if not the hardest. Put a little too much spin on the ball or just throw it a little too fast and you're basically serving up a meaty practice pitch that'll get hit out of the park. And even at its best, a knuckleballer is a double-edged sword. Batters can't hit it, but that also means pitchers can't control it and catchers can't catch it. When thrown right, even Min has no idea where it's going. They say throwing a knuckleball for a strike is like throwing a butterfly into a mailbox across the street. Even in the big leagues, catchers hate it. And if I let it get past me, it could lead to the batter or runner on base advancing. With the knuckleballer pitching, the catcher has to focus so hard on stopping it that the runner on the base will have an easier time stealing. It's a big pain. So basically, it's hard to throw right, it's hard to control when you do throw it right, and it's punishing if you miss. Pretty much, no one trusts it. Knuckleball is the pitch of someone with nothing left to lose. And that's us. We can try that, things let no one... Wow, today is not my day for reading. We can try things that no coach in their right mind would ever risk, because no one expects anything from us. So we might as well take advantage of that, right? Even if we don't win a single game, at least we'll have fun. Fun? What kind of nonsense is this? Krista strikes out. The ball ricochets off Liz's mitt and catches her bare hand, striking her thumb at a painful-looking angle. Ow! Okay, timeout. That looked pretty painful. Liz's thumb has turned swollen and purple. Are you okay? I'll live. Min, is this all you know how to throw? I can throw fastballs too, but they're not that fast, so knuckleballs is kind of my specialty. I used to watch videotapes of Tim Wakefield pitching on TV over and over and copied that. It's the only pitch I really practiced. That's so smart, holding all your skills on an off-speed pitch, knowing that you don't have the muscle to throw fast. Did your coach suggest it? No, I didn't have one. No one taught me anything, I taught myself. Huh. Then what made you decide to specialize in knuckler? I chose it because, it's hard to catch. So Dia has to be the one to catch it, since it'll hurt everyone else. What kind of reason is that? She's so dumb, she unknowingly ended up doing something smart. Min, what do you mean by Dia having to catch it? Dia's immune to it because she's special. I'm pretty sure that's not how it works. Dia has been standing by hopeful for 5 minutes now, looking like she wants to say something. Dia, would you like to try catching in my place? Dia nods furiously. Then that settles it. Let's switch. Once Dia's strapped on all the gear, Min throws it again. Dia caught it. What? She sounds like a fox falling off the stage in a Super Smash Bros. Melee. I knew it. Chris was making it up. I'm never believing your lies again. We weren't lying. Dia just caught it again. See? Dia is amazing. Okay, that has to be a fluke. Calm down. You're the one who needs to calm down. They've managed to relieve another hitter together. Akarsha is up next. On her way to the plate, she tries to do the splits, fails, and sheepishly crawls back to her feet. That was my plan all along. I'm playing four-dimensional chess. I can't stand her. I want to push her off a cliff. But a shallow one so she doesn't get hurt, just to scare her. Min winds up and throws another knuckler. It veers wildly up into the sky without hesitation. Dia raises out of her crouch and gloves it. What? That would have been a ball, but still. It is really surprising. Dia always has been good at sports. I'd be more shocked if she failed. No, but you don't understand. This goes beyond being good at sports. It's literally impossible. Akarsha swings and misses for the third time. She struck out. That was performance art? You can't make these excuses every time you mess up. Once Dia and Min have relieved the entire roster, Liz claps her hands together to get their attention. Alright everyone, let's end the meeting for today. What, already? Yeah, it's been like 2 hours. Huh? They say time flies when you're having fun, but I wasn't having fun. I must have been so miserable that my mind wiped parts of my memory out. Let's head back inside. Dia, I'll race you. Dia and Min tear off at top speed. After a beat, the others begin heading uphill as well at a deliberately more reasonable pace. I haven't seen Dia this happy since that time the vending machine malfunctioned and gave her 2 Kit Kats instead of 1. Noelle subtly tries to regulate her breathing rate so no one knows she's getting winded walking uphill. Hey Noelle, thanks for putting up with us today. Sorry we sort of forced you to play. It wasn't the worst. I may find it in me to forgive you someday. Yeah, you did good. I did terrible. Okay, you did terrible. But you tried your best and that's what matters. It's not like everyone can be Dia. Don't worry so much and just have fun. It's not a competition. Right. Krista pats Noelle on the head. Don't touch me. We really appreciate you pitching in. Yuck. Noelle tries to escape. She takes one step, slips on the muddy grass, and falls on her butt. Noelle! What are you doing, Noelle? Trying to win America's Funniest Home Video? Krista, you pull her up. My hands are full. No! Noelle scrambles to her feet and follows the others up the banks as quickly as she can. Not very quick. Hey, wait! Noelle! They're being nice to me to trick me into joining the club. I won't fall for it. Unlike some people, I have control over my emotions. I'll just ignore her. Shoot! What was that? Min is picking herself off the ground. There's a Min-shaped dust imprint on the door now. Are you okay? The door was locked. You probably should have checked before ramming straight into it. Don't tell me what to do. Looks like we'll have to wait for Krista and Liz to unlock it. Min pulls a lighter out of her pocket and lights a cigarette. Are you serious? That's illegal. What is your damage? I can't do anything without you calling it illegal. Because it is illegal. Even if it wasn't, what kind of person are you? Didn't you learn about the health effects of tobacco in school? It's just a bunch of statistics. Plenty of people smoke and don't die. What? You think you're better than the laws of probability? Yeah, I am. Go ahead and remove yourself from the gene pool then. I don't care. Hey Min, can I try smoking it? What? Have you lost your mind? Come on, aren't you curious? It's not like I'll get addicted from just one smoke. That is not true. Min holds out the cigarette for Akarsha. Here. Don't mind if I do. No! Noelle bats the cigarette out of Akarsha's hand. It lands in some dry pine needles and bursts into flames. Frenchman, what have you done? Hush. Smokey the Bear is crying right now. Only you can prevent forest fires. Well, shoot. What do we do now? Pee on it. What? Are you dumb? Stop, drop, and roll? You don't do that unless you're already on fire. Head on, apply directly to the forehead? This isn't helping. Sans falls off the group as they hear approaching footsteps on the other side of the wood divider. It sounds like Krista and Liz are slowly getting closer to the locker room. Hey, what are you guys screaming about? Nothing's wrong, so don't come in here. Is everything okay? Everything is fine. Where's the nearest fire extinguisher? The footstep paused for a brief stunned moment before resuming with dramatically increased speed and urgency. Shoot, we need to fix this. We should smother it. Someone use their jacket. What if the jackets get burned? This is my favorite jacket, man. Same. Okay, who likes their jacket the least? Me? Dia strips off her hoodie. Min watches with extreme interest, but looks incredibly disappointed when she sees Dia's wearing a shirt underneath. Akarsha throws the jacket over the flame and stomps on it. Okay, I think we extinguished it. Teamwork! Dia picks up her jacket and shakes it out. Other than mud prints from Akarsha's flip-flops, it looks no worse for wear. I can't believe Frenchman snapped and tried to commit arson. That's not what happened. Chris and Liz are here. What's that burnt smell? Who did it? It was Jerry? We're inventing a person now? Who the heck is Jerry? He's a guy, black hair. Right, we all saw him, he did it. Dia nods helpfully. With that, we are going to pause here. Seems like a good ending point. We accidentally ran for 34 minutes. My bad. Sorry for the longer video. I hope you did enjoy it, though. I'll be picking up with Butterfly Soup next week. Thank you for your time. Do all the YouTube things if you want. And I hope you enjoy your time. Bye.